Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. And what you're looking at is a club car carryall made by Intercell Rad. You're looking at the frame and it's all aluminum and so forth. And why am I showing it to you? This is the UTV that got away. So I'm out in Adams County, Pennsylvania, and I have this golf cart sales and service place that I pass all the time. And I've stopped by before, and I stopped by again to buy some stuff from him. And what I was really after was this seat, right? The bottom of the seat for the Easy Go. That will go on the Easy Go that I converted to gas. So I was after that, and I love these golf cart roofs for covering up my all-terrain vehicles. They stay on really well. They don't lean on the plastic, and they're wide, long enough and wide enough so that the cart stays covered. And he also let me pick through some other stuff. So let me go through it all, then I'll tell you what I gave him for it. So I got 6 golf cart roofs, right, in the chain right there. And while we were retrieving them, he got stung by a bee. That might have cost me some money. Then we got that seat. Right, it's just the bottom. And then he had this 55-gallon drum of metal, and he just throws it away at, you know, it goes to the garbage. So from that, I got the steering wheel. You guys can see the splines are still good in there. So I got the steering wheel, a couple of leaves. I was looking at those thinking front bumper. I got this huge box of nuts and bolts. Yes, I'm always going through them. I got these guys. I'm not quite sure what they are, but I was thinking bumper when I was looking at it. Various spacers, shocks, plates. I got this rack and pinion. If I had to guess, it's probably not any good, but I got 2 tie rod ends and I got the boots. And if I manage to bring the rack and pinion back together, that's a nice steering assembly. It doesn't look like it has that many miles on it. It is bent right here, so that might be its problem. So if I straighten that out, that might bring the rack back to life. As you guys could see, I picked up a whole hoard of U-boats. I picked up these 2 motors. I didn't think he would want me to have them, right? I figured he'd turn them in for copper. But what I was after is the end here, the splines. And he says, oh yeah, take those 2 motors too. So I said, okay. This is a back wheel. And I picked it up because sometimes you need the lugged bolts, and same reason why I picked this up. A lot of times you need the lug bolts out of it. Obviously the U-bolts I talked about, and a load of plates, that and assorted plates for the front and back. One, I don't know, A-frame wing if we want to call it that. I talked about the shocks and the other stuff. That whole hoard of nuts and bolts, a lot of lug nuts in there. Even found that keychain. Anyway, so for all this stuff, I gave him a $100 bill. And I asked, I said, you don't mind me dropping by to buy this stuff? He goes, no, I would recommend you drop by 4 or 5 times a year. He goes, if you come by that frequently, I'll have more roofs, and you know, I'll keep my eyes out for some seats. I don't know if anybody's bought any or done anything with seats for golf carts. Everything about, quite honestly, everything about golf carts is expensive. It just seems like anytime you go near a golf cart, it costs money. This winding, you can see it's kind of burnt up, melted. This one actually stinks. This smells like it's burning up. So I'm glad I have an Easy Go electric rear axle, and I'm hoping I can bolt this on. And what a lot of people do is they take the coils off and they punch a hole in here, they put a sprocket on it, and with the hole in here they drive the chain, and then they run it to a motor. So that's one way to convert an electric to gas, and the other way is to put a straight axle, you know, solid bearings and all the rest of it, right? Put pillow bearings on a solid axle. That's what I did with my golf cart. So if anybody has a place, this guy blings up golf carts. He said from the phone calls he was getting, it struck me as if a lot of people who do RV type stuff, they go and see him to buy golf carts. And, you know, I guess he also, you know, does repairs. Anyway, just a good place to get parts. Right in the beginning of this, I'm going to try to put a picture. I shot a picture of an aluminum, I believe it was a club car frame. It was the workhorse version of the frame. It was a long frame. Anyway, he sold that to somebody for $200. The guy's got to come pick it up. It's made out of aluminum. You should see the frame. I mean, it'd really be great to kind of make a monster golf cart out of. And I took couple of pictures of a four-seater golf cart, kind of raised, and the way they did the roof and all that. I kind of shot some pictures of that just to get some ideas off of. I have several golf carts around, so having a place to get parts, always a good thing. Anyway, I really want to thank everybody for dropping by to watch and comment, and everyone who has subscribed. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out each and every day, and make sure you have some fun. Bye now.